I would dream to just have simple things like waking up at any time in the morning and just playing football and stuff like that. So people who do get that in their lives, just grab it with both hands and make the most of these small things, because there's people like me who don't get it, who don't get these things. The craziest one was meeting Prince William, to be honest.
Navid Central. What's up, guys? It's your boy Navid Central, back with another mukbang, and I'm super excited today, guys, because I have a very special guest in the building today, guys. Not only did this individual win the Pride of Britain Awards in 2017, guys, which was presented to him by David Beckham, right? He also has been on 2 dates, not one, with Nicole Scherzinger. Guys, he has rubbed shoulders with Prince William, the future king. Yes, the member of the royal family. Guys, he's frequently rubbing shoulders with footballers such as Agbon Lahore, Jack Grealish, Mo Salah. He's even spoken and met Peter Andre. Guys, this individual is an absolutely amazing guy, and you know, what makes him even more amazing and such a legend is the fact that, guys, you know, he actually suffers from a very rare illness called EB, which is epidermolysis bullosa, which is basically where your skin lacks protein, meaning that your skin doesn't really produce, and it can actually sort of create blisters and, you know, be in a position where it can be very sensitive at majority of times. I'm not a doctor, but what I do know is this guy is a legend who basically provides content on a comedy basis and is a massive follower of Aston Villa Football Club. Guys, I'm emotional right now. I am emotional. That's why my words aren't coming out, because I'm going to present to you no other than Younis, aka also known as Mo Villa. How you doing, my brother?
I'm good, thank you. Thanks for having me on.
Bro, you know what? Honestly, that's the first time I was overwhelmed in my introduction, because I actually am a very big fan of yours, bro.
Thank you, man.
Honestly, bro. Let's eat. We've got the donut burger. Yeah. Guys, we've got the mixed donut burgers. We've got the chips with cheese, donut box with cheese. We've got the fries. We've got the quesadillas. We've got the spring rolls. We've got the chili cheese bites. Let's tuck in. Let's tuck in. Have a bite first, my brother. How you doing, Mo?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks.
I want you to feel comfortable.
Yeah.
You're going to see me eating however I want to eat. Don't care what the camera's saying. Let's eat. As we say in Asian, Johnny, when a man will be man, eat like a man. You know what I'm saying? Let's do this all. No. I want you to take us back, before we go on to the Pride of Britain Awards, before we go on to how you've rubbed shoulders with all these amazing individuals, right? What got you involved in comedy also as well. I want you to take us back to the beginning. To the time when, as far as you remember or you were told by your family, that when you were born, right, you were told you never had long to live, right? Take us back to that time as far as you know, bro.
Well, obviously I was only a baby, so I can't really remember much. But what I do know is it was a very stressful time for my family, for you know, just for all my loved ones, really. You know, getting told I'm not going to live. And they were really sure about it as well. They were really sure that I wasn't going to live.
Like fully like they thought, isn't you? Because right now you want to tell your age?
Yeah, 21.
21 years old, you know what I'm saying? Looking young and hungry. He's a cute guy, you know what I'm saying, guys, yeah? And I love your voice, bro. So I was going to say, you know, so the condition itself, right? What is it exactly, just so the viewers know?
So, it's a very rare skin condition.
Yeah.
Which causes, so you know, how a normal human being, they have like 4 or 5 layers of skin. I only have 1. So if my skin comes off, it's game over for me. It won't grow back. So your skin doesn't regrow, basically.
At all, right?
No.
And how has that affected you, like when you were younger, even now? Like, has it caused you any problems? Was it? Because you're a strong character. You're a very strong guy. Your speech, even in Pride of Britain, which we're going to speak about later, right? You know, that was epic, heart-touching, brought people to tears. You know what I'm saying? And I want you to tell us, you know, what is the procedure, like, in terms of dealing with such an illness?
Yeah, it's tough. It's hard to because I wake up every morning. I have to wear special bandages on my skin, as you can see, on my neck and everywhere. But these bandages take 6 hours to put on. So every morning I have to, I have a routine where I have to take the old bandages off, put new ones on, and yeah. I'll start at 8, I'll finish around 2 o'clock. So,
Wow.
yeah.
6 hours. That's a long time, man.
Yeah.
You're a strong guy though, bro.
Yeah, it is tough, it is tough.
But you plow through and you keep going, right? And that's why I've got you on the show today. Because you are an absolute inspiration. And I wanted to touch on that first because we've got so much to talk about. I wanted at least the viewers to know what it is that you are suffering from, right? So they can understand, guys, you know, how amazing this individual is, right? You know, I came across him when I saw a comedy video of his, I think it was on TikTok, right? And I thought, this guy's hilarious, guys. It's a funny when he was doing a dad and son prank, not prank, sorry, comedy sketch. And I go, you know, this guy's hilarious, right? And then I realized, wow, you know, this guy's won awards, etc. Now, you know, let's fast forward. Obviously, you've had a very, you know, interesting childhood, right? Yeah. So growing up now, let's forward time now, right? So what happened coming up to the time where you went to the Pride of Britain Awards?
Well, I think everyone recognised how brave I was and what I was going through. And I think it just came to a shock with me because to win the Pride of Britain Award, you have to win a Pride of Birmingham Award.
Oh, so you won the Pride of Birmingham Award first?
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me how that happened then.
So I go to the nurses at the hospice. I go to Acorns Hospice, sorry, which I'm ambassador for now. They nominated me for a Pride of Birmingham Award, like without telling me, as a surprise. So I got invited to the red carpet ceremony in Birmingham, and they said basically, if you win a Pride of Birmingham Award, there is a slight chance you could win a Pride of Britain Award, but the chances are very slim. Like I was competing with, in my category, which was the Child of Courage Award, I was competing with a good like 15-20 other people with inspiring stories. So, you know, I thought I probably won't win that, but you know, I'm grateful to have won the Pride of Birmingham Award, you know what I mean?
How was that feeling?
Yeah, it was amazing. It was crazy. You know, a lot of celebrities there and stuff. It was a big ceremony held in Birmingham.
So was that your first ever like celebrity-studded event that you went to, or?
No, because I do a lot of stuff with Aston Villa.
Okay, so you've always been involved with Aston Villa, right? Okay, so was that your like main team? As since you were a child, was there a reason? Was your family like members, fans of Aston Villa, or?
No, my brother, he's actually a Liverpool fan, and a lot of my family, you know, cousins and everyone, they're Man United or Liverpool fans. So
my brother's supposed Man United, huh?
Yeah. So it's I'm the first Villa fan in the family, and I mean it's because growing up they've done a lot for me.
Really?
Like Aston Villa Football Club, yeah.
So like you realise that is home for you, like Aston Villa
is. All my life I've been going to free matches, and
really
they've been sorting out seats, boxes. Like I have a VIP box now that I sit in, which is given to me by Villa to use for us.
That is sick.
Yeah, so
that is actually sick though. Yeah. Like I rate that, man. So obviously you've been meeting footballers since you were young, right? Okay, so this was before even the Pride of Britain Award. You were meeting footballers and stuff. Who was the first footballer you ever met? Do you remember?
Yeah, Gabby.
Gabriel,
yeah.
Okay, yeah. Guys, I'm not the greatest or biggest football fan. I tell you, he already knows that, right? So I technically don't really watch football, right? Yeah, unless it's unless it's a World Cup or something. But I do know of certain players. Does that make sense? And Acorns Hospice is a name that I've heard of in the past and I've seen now on Instagram and stuff. So I know he's actually a big player. Well, he used to be a big player. Like now he's retired, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know that he's retired now. But yeah, tell us a little bit about that, man.
Yeah, well. Because Aston Villa, I don't know.
Do me a favour though. How about the burger? Eat. I want you to eat nicely because I know you're hungry.
Yeah.
And I want you to
I'll
eat at your own pace. Yeah. But you know what? I don't want you
I'll
to
take
be
it slow.
hungry.
I'm a slow eater anyway. I don't eat fast.
Because I don't want you to
I'm
feel uncomfortable. Like, because you can see me, I'm cane. Look at you.
Yeah, I know. You're used to it on camera, yeah. Like I said, I'm shy eating in front of, I'm shy eating in front of people how it is. Never mind on camera.
Look at you. Do I care? On camera. As I say, it's cool. We're doing a mukbang. Eat, guys. I know I'm a messy guy when I eat as well. But listen. Tell me more about that then. Tell me more about Agbon Lahore, how you met him.
Yeah, I met him Acorns Children's Hospice. They Aston Villa used to sponsor them and have Acorns written on their shirts.
Okay.
So Aston Villa did a lot for that hospice, which was the hospice I grew up going to. So the players used to come visit and stuff, and I think when the players would visit and the camera crews and stuff would visit, they'd see how much I'd talk and how cheeky I was and how I'd, you know, say things to them.
He's a charismatic guy, isn't it? Like, you know what I mean?
And then it kind of went from then, and they sent us a letter saying we want to invite you to our training ground and stuff. And then from there I went to the training ground, and that's where I met Gabby. And from then Gabby was always inviting me to come watch them train, to come and do this, to come and do that.
How did it feel?
Going amazing, yeah. Like I look up to him, like he's one of my favourite ever footballers. He's my favourite ever footballer. And to now be good friends with him, it's amazing.
It's crazy, isn't it? So like, you know, saying that you've met all these players and stuff like that, so it's quite a norm to you, right? Then going to the Pride of Britain Awards, right? Because let's rewind that time a little bit, because you said you won the Pride of Birmingham Awards, and that's a qualification sort of criterion to be able to qualify to be able to win an award for Pride of Britain, right?
Yeah.
Right, yeah? So what happened there? Like, you know, how did you get into the actual award thing?
What do you mean?
Like, okay, so you won the Teenager of Courage Award.
Yeah.
Right? Why were you chosen as a nomination at the very least for Teenager of Courage? Like, was there any specific reason for that award specifically?
It was because I'm suffering with one horrible condition, a condition that puts you through pain every day and makes you feel like crap a lot of the time. And I think everyone was inspired with the fact I was suffering with that, but I was also doing charity work. I was always raising loads of money for charity. And
you raised a lot of money for charity, didn't you?
Yeah, I've raised a lot of money, and I've helped out, which is why I'm ambassador for Acorns Hospice now.
I don't want you to shy away from that charity. You raised over nearly about £1 million, haven't you?
Yeah, I don't know the exact numbers, but I mean,
yeah, though.
I've raised a lot of money for.
MashaAllah.
Yeah. And I mean, it's not just that, it's getting the word out there. Like when I won the Pride of Britain Award, I mentioned Acorns Hospice and stuff, and then people would just automatically start, you know, giving to them and stuff.
I respect that, you know. And guys, look, this individual here, right, you know, this guy is an amazing, cute guy, right? He's a, like, you know, he's not just an ambassador for Acorns Children's Hospice. He's an ambassador for us as people, for good people. He's an ambassador for good people. Good guys, look at all the problems he's had in his life, like in terms of his condition. You know, it takes, you said 6 hours, right, to put the bandages on. You know, I even saw you that little documentary, right, yeah? We're watching a video as well, you know, where it's not easy. And for him to still go out there and care about other people and raise money to help other people, that shows how much of a good person you are. And that's why I'm overwhelmed in having you on here on this mukbang today, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, literally. So, you know, I was here on the show. I saw your vlog as well. You started meeting everyone, right? So, you know, how did that feel? How was the feeling of Pride of Britain Awards? How did that feel? I know in the vlog you do explain a little bit, but I want you to tell the viewers who haven't seen the vlog, who haven't seen how you were reacting. You're right. You know, actually, you know what? Tell them about that point where David Beckham is on the phone to you and he comes over. Because I could see, when I was watching the video, I could see that reaction. Like, you got tears in your eyes. But tell us what were the emotions at that point?
Yeah, it was random because they knew I love football, so they invited me to go and do a tour around Wembley Stadium. So I thought it was just going to be a tour around Wembley Stadium, and then when I was there, David Beckham just kind of turned up out of nowhere and from behind, and I looked behind and he's there standing. And
how did you feel?
Yeah, it felt surreal, to be honest. It didn't feel like it was real life. It felt like it was all a dream.
Really? You had like tears in your eyes as well, so I can imagine.
It was crazy. Just shocked me out of nowhere. So
Was that your most exciting moment at the whole thing? Because I don't know, or was that just when you met him, then everyone else was just normal now because you've already met? Because the emotion you had when you met David Beckham, actually Nicole Scherzinger was another emotion, right?
I mean, all the celebrities I met there I felt emotional, like it was. I can't really pick a favourite, but I think the craziest one was meeting Prince William, to be honest.
How was that?
I don't have words for that. It was crazy. It's like...
I saw him go on his knees just to be on the same level as he was on. I respect that.
Yeah.
I respect that, man. I was like, yo, guys,
he's one of the kindest people you'll meet. Like, unbelievable man.
Really?
Yeah, he's just amazing. Yeah, so... It was just felt a bit like it wasn't actually happening, but then it was happening. But yeah, he was very kind, very nice, and
what were your highlights from that day? Because I'm talking about before giving the speech. Because you know, before the speech, that's when you got to meet everyone first, right? At that point, they didn't know that you're gonna go up and give this massive speech, right? So that's why I wanted to find out the emotions before and after. It's like, because the celebrities are meeting a lot of individuals.
Yeah.
But when you see someone give a speech like you did, it's like, wow, we just met him and now he's just giving that speech. I mean, like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, so tell me about that. Like, so when you were first there, you're just greeting everyone, you're meeting everyone. Were you gassed as well, like excited, like, wow, what's happening here?
Yeah. I mean, it was, when I saw everyone, I didn't even know which celebrities to go to, because, you know, like, one side they had Frank Lampard, then they had Gareth Southgate, then they had like Alan Sugar, Peter Andre. Like, I can sit here all day naming the celebs that were at that place at the at the award ceremony. And yeah, it was like I said, it was surreal, man. Like, I couldn't believe it was happening.
And then you went up to give your speech. Did you know you were going to receive the award at the time? Like, I mean, like in front of everyone. You knew you were going to go and give that speech then, yeah?
Well, no, the speech was more of a freestyle.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
I just said it from my heart. I knew I was going to collect the award and come off the stage.
But did you know you're going to have to give a speech, or you would be given the opportunity to give a speech?
They said I could, if I wanted, but if I
but you didn't have to give a speech, right?
No, I didn't have to.
Wow, but that speech potentially changed your life a lot, even more, innit?
Yeah, I think I had every celebrity in that room crying. The craziest thing was, the funniest thing was, I told a speech before I went off stage. I said, all right, can I get all you celebrities to pull out your phones and follow me on Instagram?
Really?
So that's how I kept in contact with most of these celebrities.
I never saw that snippet of their speech, you know that?
Yeah, no, they didn't put that part on TV.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Social media going out and all that stuff.
Yes, you did that. That's sick. Guys, that is boss move right there. No, that is a boss move. That is a boss move.
Well, I would have been stupid not to, innit?
Yeah. Guys, that is an absolute boss move. But you know what I mean? You've gone there, you said, yo, right, boss. Yo, that takes confidence, you know, bro.
Yeah.
Like, but no one's probably ever done that in history.
They were laughing.
All right, that. I'm trying some chips and cheese if you want, bro. Tastes fine, you know. I know it's getting a bit cold now, but I'm telling you, listen, don't be shy. Eat as much as you want, bro. Literally, like. Okay, so, you know, you gave the speech. How were you feeling when you were giving that speech, though?
I can't even remember my exact emotions. I think I was just...
Did you not have a stage fright or anything?
Nah. I never suffered from that.
Really?
I've been on stage so many times, even before that. Like when I did Pride of Birmingham, and then, yeah, there's a lot of other things I've done where I've been in front of so many people and fans. And like, one thing I did in 2014 or 15, it was when Villa went to the Capital One Cup semi-final against Liverpool.
Okay.
Villa, Gabby sorted tickets out for me to go to Wembley for that game. And Villa saw me like sitting in the VIP seats, and they called me down onto the pitch to speak live.
Really?
In front of all the fans around.
And how was that?
Yeah, it was crazy. It was like,
The football fans are mad, innit? They must be chanting.
Yeah, they were chanting at the same time, and it was more like I couldn't even hear what I was saying myself. It was everyone was going crazy, but yeah. So no, I've never really suffered from stage fright.
So a lot of the Villa people might know you as well, isn't it? And the fans and that.
Yeah.
Have you experienced that going to matches and people seeing you like, yo, that's Mo Villa?
Yeah.
Or more Younis and Mo Villa.
Actual pictures, or they come and say hello, and yeah.
Guys, if you're watching this right now, please do come up to Mo and ask him for a photo. As long as it's not on a dark night somewhere stupid, right? Yeah, and it's with his family going somewhere. But you know, if you see him somewhere, feel free to say hi, man. Tell him how much of an inspiration he is, because he's an inspiration. You know what I mean? Like, honestly, guys, I'm gassed. I'm actually so happy to be sitting with you right now, because you're a funny guy as well, bro. You're a comedian, man. You know what I mean? You make these really funny, hilarious videos, and you've just got that natural, positive energy about you. I like it, and I like the fact that it's all stemming from having problems. You've been through depression. You mentioned that in your speech. You've been suicidal. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, you know, we don't want to make this a negative conversation.
Yeah.
But you've turned your negatives into positives.
Yeah.
You know, despite what problems you had, you might have been struggling today putting your bandages on, but you've come here wearing your super nice Moncler jacket with your nice, you know, New Year cap on. You're looking cool. You know what I'm saying? And you're happy, you're smiling, and I like that. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully you're not going to be shy to eat food.
I'm not sure.
But I understand, sometimes on camera, people can be a bit shy on camera to eat. But as you can see, me, I'm a bit... But I was going to say, yeah, so look, you know, in terms of that situation, Nicole Scherzinger, right, then sees you. At the beginning, before you even gave your speech, she said, this is my date, didn't she? Before you gave your speech on it.
Yeah.
And then you gave your speech, you actually, there's even a newspaper article on it that you brought Nicole Scherzinger, right? You know, and she's a massive singer, right? If you don't know who she is, right? And she's an X Factor judge. She's still an X Factor judge now, I don't know.
I'm not sure now.
But she's a massive individual, right? She's a massive singer. And basically, you brought her to tears after your speech, that she even invited you for a second date.
Yeah.
Right? Well, you got a kiss on your cheek as well on the day as well, right? And and then she invited you for a second date in X Factor. So what was happening there?
Well, they invited me to the X Factor studios, and it's where they what's it called? Where they practice before they do the live shows on Saturday.
Yeah.
So it's there. So I mean, they were all practicing, and yeah, I went there. I saw some of the performances, like some of the. Yeah, and then she just says, "Oh, come to the dressing room and have a look at our dressing room, see Simon Cowell's dressing room and all of that, and like have a look at behind the scenes basically." And then like she just ordered like loads of Nando's.
Really? Yeah, Nando's.
Loads of food from Nando's.
Because Nando's is one of your favourite foods, isn't it?
Yeah, I do like Nando's. I do. Yeah.
Corn on the cob.
Yeah, well, everything from Nando's I think is.
For some reason, I always get half a chicken, chips, and sometimes I get a rice or mash. The mash is fire, isn't it?
The garlic bread's really good.
Oh, I haven't had garlic bread for long. I did have it once or twice though. But I haven't had it for a long time.
I think they were the first to come out with peri soy chips. So.
Bro, the peri chicken was absolutely fire. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, like I've tried having a takeaway from Nando's, but it just isn't the same. It's more like it's more better when you kind of go and eat inside.
You're right. You know when it comes to your house, it's just not the same thing. Like, bro, I had but after any food right now, like it just ain't the same. You know that restaurant experience when you go to a restaurant, you have a nice munch, you're chilling, right, and it's not on camera, right? Yeah, it's a different experience. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you know, obviously I don't want to keep you for too long, Mo, right? Yeah. But what I want to ask you now is, right. So, number one, how was that experience when you went to the dressing room and all that, and you got to have that experience having that Nando's? But also, you know, what started to happen after that? So tell me a little bit more about that experience.
Yeah.
And tell me what happened after all the Pride of Britain Awards.
Yeah, that's when I that's when I got all my followers on Instagram and social media and stuff like that. That's when I started to become more well known.
Okay.
And then I had like BBC and stuff coming to me asking to share my story, and I think
because you've been on ITV as well on BBC,
yeah, because one of my main aims is to to share my story and to inspire people, like just make the most of your lives. What I said on that stage, Pride of Britain, was like I would dream to just have simple things like waking up at any time in the morning and just playing football and stuff like that. So people who do get that in their lives, just grab it with both hands and make the most of these small things, because there's people like me who don't get it, who don't get these things.
Because you wake up and you have to do everything.
Yeah,
first,
I mean, it's like with everything, even on like say days like Eid and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm always like, whilst everyone else is out starting their days and stuff, I'm there doing my skincare till 2 o'clock. So I mean, every day I'm doing my skincare till 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
That's half a day, isn't it? So it's what, you know, like I don't really get much time in my life to enjoy it, but I do try my best to enjoy it. So.
Like, I got a lot of respect for your mom as well, man. Like, obviously, it must not be easy for her, and like.
Yeah, it is. It must be tough. It must be tough for her and for like my loved ones around me, people around me. But I mean, it's a test from God, isn't it? Everything that's happening to us is a test from God. So
I respect that, man.
I've just gotta, as much as I do feel depressed and I do always wanna end things and stuff, you kind of have to hang in there, because we're Muslims. We don't believe in suicide.
Yeah, no, you're right.
You know what I mean? Like, even though I hate this life and stuff. And I
don't hate it, bro. I know it's hard.
Yeah.
But look, you know, we're sat here right now. You're not having a good time. Are you having a good time?
Yeah.
And look, sometimes you have these amazing times like this. And I know life's hard, Mo.
Yeah.
And I could never ever relate to that experience, bro. That you've had, right? Yeah. But I'll say that, you know, maybe you got to see it like this. Okay, if you never had the condition, right, you wouldn't have won the awards. You wouldn't have met all these amazing people.
Yeah, but I mean, I'd rather just live a normal life than
I'm just trying my best to make, you know,
trying to bring some positivity into it. Yeah,
because you know, I could never ever imagine how it is, right? But when I'm hearing you, honestly, like, you know, I can feel it, right? And I respect you so much for that, because you go out your way, as you're saying, you've been through depression. And one thing you said about Islam, it's true, you can't commit suicide in religion. And bro, believe it or not, I've been suicidal. Yeah. Honestly, I've had hard times in my life, but guess what? When I look at you talking about your problems right now, and I'm thinking, what was I suicidal about? Like, how can I compare my problems to someone who's waking up and has to spend 6 hours of their day doing bandages, and it's a painful experience, right? But then you're still coming out to the world and you're still being amazing and sharing who you are and still not trying to shed any negativity. You're not there, you know, making videos complaining, oh, my life's hard. You're actually trying to make other people's days. You're doing comedy videos when you're speaking to celebrities, you're trying to make them laugh. And I respect that so much, you know. So, how did you get involved in comedy?
It was just, I don't know, I was just bored in lockdown, and I thought, let's just do some comedy sketches and whatever. And I mean, I didn't expect it to blow up. The one video I did, the one that you saw, I didn't expect that one to blow up the way it did, and I think it, you know, it was everywhere. So
it's hilarious. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
So, you know, Mo, what are your plans for the future? What are your plans right now? I know you've got a podcast coming as well, hopefully, right?
Yeah. So yeah, the podcast show I'm working on at the minute.
Yeah.
Just to keep my mind off things as well. So, and I mean, you know, I've got the links with knowing all these celebrities and stuff. So why not use it? Do you know what I mean?
So what is it going to be? Based around a different celebrity coming on?
Yeah. So it's a podcast show called Live to Inspire, and it's going to be on, you know, the big platforms like Apple, Spotify, YouTube, everything. Yeah. And it's just going to be like a chat show. I'm just going to have celebrities on there, or not just celebrities, but some episodes will just be like with other inspiring people like myself. Do you know what I mean? So it won't just be full of celebrities.
Yeah.
And yeah, it'll just be a chat show. Just have a laugh. It won't be an interview. It'll be like a proper chat.
Having a laugh,
having a laugh. Yeah. So that's all it'll be, and inshallah, hopefully, it'll
What's the podcast going to be called? Live to Inspire, right?
Live to Inspire.
Is there any way they can find that, or should just follow your Instagram, right?
Yeah, just follow my Instagram.
It's Mo Villa. Is it Mo.Villa again?
Mo.Villa21. So
Mo.Villa21, guys. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, just the updates will be on there when it comes out.
Updates will be on there, right? Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm hoping to launch it very soon.
Amazing, man. And how has your past few weeks been in terms of building that?
Yeah, it's been quite busy. I've had to like spend a lot of money on equipment and stuff, and yeah, I'm just putting all my work and effort into that at the minute.
I reckon it's gonna blow. I
Hope
believe
so.
it's gonna blow. I believe that.
I mean, once I do launch it, I'll get all the celebrities to share it and stuff as well,
That's gonna be sick.
and which will hopefully help as well, because obviously they have 1-2 million followers or whatever. That's a lot of people that can put it out there too.
That's amazing, man. Like literally, I look forward to that, guys. Imagine how big it's gonna be. Mo Villa's podcast. That's gonna be sick. Live to inspire. You know what I'm saying? Like, guys, you're an inspiration in yourself. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sure they're gonna find it a privilege to be coming on your show and your podcast, bro. And it's gonna be sick. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, Mo, I want you to give us some words of inspiration. You know, you gave some motivation there, speaking about, you know, if I, you know, if I'm in a position where you spoke about yourself, for example, right? Where in your position, you'd love to be able to do what most people do, like in terms of getting up, playing football, or getting up early and going out and outdoors on Eid Day, for example, celebrating in the morning, instead of having to wear the bandages and stuff. I want you to, now this is your second speech now, right? I want you to give that motivation to, see, a lot of people watch my mukbangs and my videos to be inspired,
Yeah.
right? And a lot of people, you know, they feel like giving up. And that's why, believe it or not, that's why I do this. I do this for people who are watching, and they're thinking, I feel like giving up on life, but then they hear the person who I'm with, their story, and say, you know what? This guy never gave up. This guy kept going. And to be honest with you, you know, with all due respect to every single individual I have had on these mukbangs, right? I do not believe, and I say that with confidence, right? Not to offend anyone, I do not believe that anyone so far has had anywhere near as struggles as Mo right now, right? In his life. And I'll be real with you. With all due respect to every single individual who's come on, and they've had amazing stories, and I respect every single one, and they motivate every single one of you. But I know this is going to be a deep message, because your story and your struggles are so great, and for you to, you know, still be facing the world with a smile and that positive energy and trying to inspire people, that to me is a leader. That to me is legacy. That should be in history books. That should be 1,000 years from now, if the world still exists, your name should be cemented. You know what I mean? As a legend. Give us that motivation, bro.
Yeah. So what you want me to just give a speech?
Yeah, give us a speech.
Yeah. So I mean, just like what I say to everyone is just enjoy what you have in life and make the most of it. Don't take it for granted. Just like, you know, because like I said, there's so many little things that people take for granted that I would want. You know, yeah, that's it. And just get onto the right path, and God will be there for you. You know, if you believe in God, you pray, and you know, God will be there for you as well. So I mean, that's how I've survived so long. I couldn't have done that without God. I think it's God that's got me here. 21 years living. Yeah, I've wanted to die so many times. Nearly every day I think about. I say I'd rather be dead and stuff. But why have I not done? Why have I not killed myself? Do you know what I mean? Like,
I never do that, you know, Mo.
Yeah, I know. I've been to
the brink.
Yeah. I've been like very, very close to doing it. But it's
Don't ever, because I know you won't.
You
but
know,
I'm saying,
I think one of the times I did try, and this was years ago, I tried it and I survived it somehow, and that kind of showed me that God wants me on the world, and God wants me to be here a bit longer. So no matter how many times you try to kill yourself, if God wants you on the world longer, it's not going to happen. You're just going to put yourself through stuff. You know, just wait until God wants to take you, and that's it. That's what you've got to...
And I'm so sorry to hear that you obviously you had life had come to that point, right? And you know, do you mind me asking, Obviously, what happened, or it's fine. If
it's just the condition that I have. It's very stressful to live with this condition. And it's hard to see when you've got family members and cousins and brothers and all of that. I'm happy for everyone. God's kept everyone healthy, alhamdulillah. But it's hard to see when people around you are starting to move on in their life. They're growing up, getting jobs, getting married, having kids and all that. And then there's me knowing I'll probably never have any of that. So you
never know, though, bro. You can't say that, man. You know what I
mean? It's true. You don't know, but it's like the chances are very low of all that stuff happening with me. So it's just a bit depressing in that sense, because you kind of think, what does the future hold for me? Like, will I be alone forever? Or will I be lonely?
Inshallah, you won't.
Because everyone else is. Let's talk facts now. Everyone lives a life, and everyone thinks about themselves these days. They're gonna have families, they're gonna have kids, they're gonna be doing their own things. You get what I mean? So like, it's when it comes to that, I'm gonna be like one of the only ones that hasn't got any of that, and that's alone. So when you think like that, it does make you feel a bit depressed. But
you know what? I don't think that you should limit yourself in that sense, because I think that there might be still someone out there for you, right? Who is willing to accept you. No, not might be. I believe there is someone out there for you, right? And who is willing to accept the conditions you've got, and is going to respect you for the man you are. Because what you are is an alpha male, bro. And an alpha male is someone who really plows through life and does what they want to do, and regardless of the situation, they still make things happen. And I think there's many women out there who will respect you for that, bro. Don't ever think that because of your condition there would be no woman, you know what I'm trying to say, for you. Because, bro, if your mom could cope with you, who's still a woman, right, and still help you there, right, and be there for you, who's to say there's no other woman out there who, would love you too?
Two completely different things, though.
I know, it's totally, you can't compare a mom and a wife,
your mom and your wife, can you?
But I'm just giving an example that there are people, right, who are willing to help you and be there for you. Like, look, I'm willing to accept you as a friend. I'm here right now, we're chilling, right? You've got many friends and family members. You could have thought that no one would probably even want to be my friend, right? So people do love you. Like, bro, you never know. Someone could be watching right now. Could be like, I want to marry this guy. Like, never ever think, Mo, that that's not the case. And I believe that. I believe there's someone out there for you, inshallah, right? And your advice, and your not even only advice, it's epic advice. What you just gave out there is, it's amazing that you're trying to change the world yourself. Even though you've had problems yourself, you've got problems yourself, you've been suicidal, you've had problems, but you're still trying to advise people and give them advice, and trying to do these podcasts to live to inspire. You know how amazing that is? You know what I'm saying? That's boss moves, bro. You went on stage to all the celebrities, you're following me, that's big. I don't think you realize it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Any final quotes?
No, just what I said, really. Just make the most of your life, because just make the most of it. That's all I gotta say, really. Guys,
it's been an emotional mukbang. It has been deeply emotional. It's been fun though. It's been great. I would have hoped you could have ate more on camera, but I know we're on camera. But guys, honestly, Mo, it's been amazing. I look forward to your future. I look forward to seeing where you're gonna go. I look forward to seeing Live to Inspire, the massive podcast, which is coming very soon, guys. And I'm excited to see where you're gonna go, inshallah, right? And yes, I'm gonna dance on your wedding, inshallah, right? So don't worry. I don't know if you've ever seen my Bhangra dances.
Yeah, I have.
I'll do that. But listen, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, comment, and share. Make sure you follow Mo Villa, right? Mo Younis, aka Mo Villa. Guys, check him out on Instagram. Follow him. And guys, follow his journey even on YouTube as well. Subscribe. It's Mo Villa on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Subscribe to his channel, guys. Please make sure you share this with your friends or anyone who may need to hear this, because this, as I said, is an absolutely inspirational one, right? Guys, we're gonna finish with one thing. You know what we're gonna finish it with? Mo, you're gonna do it with me. Let's do it. 3, 2, 1. We gotta do it.
Mo. You've gotta do it. You've gotta do it.
Mo.
I like it when you do it. I like it when you do it.
Mo.
I like it. I'll say Naveed Central.
Can you finish it with Central? I'll do the Naveed.
Okay, go on.
Okay.
That's fine.
At least you go. Guys, make sure to like, comment and share, subscribe to the channel. Navid
Central.
You got me. Peace and love. Thank you very much, guys. Navid Central.